Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you, Lindsay, for that kind introduction and all you do on behalf of the state, entire state government employees. Once again, I am honored to have the opportunity to visit with you and bring you up to date on our efforts to improve the quality of life for all Alabamians. And I say our because no success we've achieved to date would have been possible without the strong foundation each of you has laid in your own careers in serving our state. So let me just say thank you for your service to Alabama. To be sure, each one of you knows the positive impact of government and strategic planning. Since taking office 7 years ago, I've worked with our state agencies to keep a laser focus on key areas that are critical to transforming Alabama into a leader here in the Southeast. These key areas include investing in our education system and growing our economy. It's a simple fact that the two go hand in hand. Since 2017, with the backing of state incentive programs, a record of $49 billion with a B dollars has been invested by new and existing Alabama businesses, creating over 87,000 new jobs across our state. It is my belief that access to good paying jobs will over time elevate the quality of life for all Alabamians. And of course, a good education is the foundation of success in getting a good job and launching a career. In May, I was proud to sign the fiscal year 2025 Education Trust Fund, which for the 6th straight year provides the largest investment in Alabama students in history. To meet the challenge of affording every child a good education, we're not only spending more to prepare our youngest students to be ready to move up to the next grade, but we're also broadening school choice access to all of our students. Alabama's pre-K program, still one of America's best, is expanding into more rural and high-needs communities. After COVID, when the rest of the country experienced noticeable student learning loss, the nation's report card showed Alabama moving up from near the bottom of the charts to the middle of the pack. After we implemented the Literacy Act for our youngest leaders, we saw a significant increase in our 2nd and 3rd grade reading levels, and we are doubling down on our effort. We are also investing in more STEM and career-focused education. Increasing Alabama's offerings of independent and destination magnet high schools. Alabama has a need for more students trained in the medical field. And this year, the legislature approved my request to fund for the first time a specialty high school in Demopolis dedicated to healthcare science. A few weeks ago, I began meeting with students around the state during my back-to-school tour. From some of my youngest citizens in pre-K to our public school kids in Wilcox County to our private and charter school students, I am proud to support and encourage every single one of our Alabama students. They are our future, after all. Part of preparing for the economy of tomorrow is addressing our workforce needs today. It's well known over at the Commerce Department that the first question a new business asks before breaking ground in Alabama is, does your state have a program to supply enough well-trained workers? Last year, I flagged Alabama's low workforce participation rate as our new challenge to overcome. And just as this year's legislation came to a close, I signed into law a comprehensive bipartisan package of reforms and incentives known as Working for Alabama. to attract more Alabamians to enter or to re-enter the workforce. From majority reforming our state's workforce programs to establishing a child care tax credit, this legislation will certainly help us move the needle when it comes to workforce needs. Alabama's economy is on a pretty good roll, but we cannot rest on our victories. This new focus on workforce engagement, combining closer coordination with our business community and further expansion of worker training, will set us up for success for years to come. Simply put, we are stronger together by joining forces with private sector leaders to ensure that our workforce and economic development needs are prioritized. Alabama is also breaking barriers in developing our digital infrastructure. When I took office in 2017, we ranked 47th in the country for broadband connectivity. Today, we are 24th and rising. In fact, Alabama was also one of the first states to develop a statewide broadband deployment map detailing areas of greatest need down to the street level. And this early preparation has been key to our rapid deployment of fiber optic cable to many rural areas. Folks, broadband access is the great leveler, and I'm proud to say Alabama is blazing a trail to close the digital divide. And broadband is not the only infrastructure we're improving. After we increased our investment in our state's transportation infrastructure, we started seeing Alabama ranked at the top of at least 3 national lists for road and bridge quality. Yellowhammer News recently reported nearly all of our 67 counties attracted more residents last year. People just want to be in sweet home Alabama. Thanks to Rebuild Alabama, we have embarked on more than 350 road and bridge projects in all 67 counties. We are able to tackle major projects from the top of the state to the bottom, from widening I-565 in Huntsville to the West Alabama corridor, to widening I-65 to now pressing on with the Mobile River Bridge and Bayway project. We are also able to complete long-awaited projects like the widening of Highway 411 over there in Cherokee County. And let's not forget eliminating tolls on the way to the beach. We're also deepening and widening the Port of Mobile, positively affecting industry all across the state. The bottom line is, all of these infrastructure improvements, whether they be fiber in the ground, or the widening of our well-traveled roads, or the expanding of opportunity in rural Alabama, all of these things matter when it comes to making Alabama the best place to live, work, and raise a family. And y'all, we're not slowing down anytime soon. Folks, all of these priority areas we're talking about for our economic development efforts, our children's education, our digital infrastructure, our transportation infrastructure, all of these areas require a safe Alabama. Every state in this nation is grappling with increasing public safety challenges. And here in Alabama, we're already engaging on the issue. In the capital city, we have launched a metro area crime suppression unit, which is already delivering results. On Friday, we announced that our efforts over just the last 3 months have resulted in serving 347 outstanding arrest warrants, while also arresting 127 people involved in criminal activity in Montgomery. The streets of our capital city are safer today because of this focus on stopping violent crime. I'd like to thank my Alabama Law Enforcement Secretary Harold Taylor, Attorney General Steve Marshall, as well as our local and federal law enforcement for their partnership in this mission. My team and I are also closely evaluating further steps we can take as a state to back the blue and combat crime and improve our criminal justice system. The tragic events here in Birmingham this past weekend underscore the problem of violent crime is not limited just to Montgomery. I've already expressed my willingness to work with the city of Birmingham in a similar fashion to combat their ongoing crime just as we've done in Montgomery. A safe Alabama is a secure future for Alabama, and a secured future is our goal. Y'all, I'm proud of Alabama. I'm proud of our citizens, and I'm proud to continue leading our state forward. I appreciate the many contributions of our state employees, both current and retired, in helping pave the way for Alabama's progress. Without a doubt, Alabama's best days still lie ahead. So thank you so much for inviting me here today to be with you. And may God continue to bless each of you and the great state of Alabama.